and prepared a low advance to state competition in gym at the state FFA convention. Great job, girls. On Friday, United FFA traveled to home for WIU livestock judging. We were 10th, 17th, and 21st out of 85 teams. Evan Wynn was 24th individual overall, 6th in swine. Kaylin Hennessy, 7th in cattle with over 390 individuals. On Saturday, Carla Thompson and Kaylin Hennessy competed in the regional 4-H livestock judging contest. Over 40 individuals competed, and Carla was top individual, and Kaylin was third. Great job, ladies. Boys and girls track is at Monmouth Roseville tonight, starting at 4 o'clock. Bus leaves at 2:45 and is one way. Please release members at 2:35. Softball plays here tonight at 4:30 against Norfolk. Varsity baseball plays here tonight against West Central, starting at 4:30. First off, baseball plays in Anawan tonight. Bus leaves at 2:30. Please release players at 2:15. Boost program will host homework help and tutoring and fitness training after school today. Looking for suggestions for summer programming. If you would be interested in participating in a summer musical with Monmouth Roseville students, please see Mr. Vincent. April is Autism Awareness Month. To raise awareness, the baseball and softball teams are selling bracelets for $3 apiece. Bracelets will be sold at lunch while supplies last. In addition, the Autism Awareness Game will be played on April 13th against Anawan Weathersfield. Please come and support your favorite baseball and softball teams as well as supporting a great cause. All seniors meet Mrs. Schmidt and Ms. Schaefer in the Newton today at 2 o'clock to discuss graduation and end of the year procedures. Seniors will report to 8th hour for attendance before coming to the meeting. All freshmen, sophomores, and juniors will be taking PSAT and SAT tomorrow in the following areas. Freshmen, old gym, sophomores, AP room, and juniors, new gym. All students will report to their assigned testing area with a calculator marked for 755 bell rates. Pencils will be provided. Wear warm clothes as it may be chilly in the testing areas. We recommend that you go to bed early and eat a nutritious breakfast in order to be ready to take the test. Juniors will be released from the building after testing is completed. Make sure you have arrived. Freshmen and sophomores will attend full-day school and report 6th, 7th, and 8th hours after lunch, like a regular day. During testing, you should not be wearing smartwatches. Attention seniors, make sure you fill out the paperwork and return the information sheet to Mrs. Shaver for the state testing day tomorrow. On that day, AP students wanting to attend AP classes will have the option of the following schedule. 6th hour AP Calculus, 7th hour AP English, and 8th hour AP US History. Juniors and seniors, please have one person from your prom table send Mrs. Carson an email with a list of the 8 people sitting with you at your table. There will be no exceptions made to the number of people at a table. Any list not submitted by 3 p.m. on Friday, April 12th will be chosen for you, so make sure they are on time. This week, the cheerleaders will be taking orders for whole pizzas on Wednesday and Thursday at lunch. Pizzas are $14 and choices are cheese, sausage, ham, and pepperoni. Individual slices will be sold on Friday for $2 each. Have a good day.
While Ms. Sims is taking attendance, go ahead and look over your vocab. We're going to have a vocab quiz. So I'm going to collect your vocab and your grammar.
Excuse me?
You've been excused.
I call your name, would you raise your hand, please? Ben Bennett? Here. Jenna Bentz?
God.
Dylan Bryant? Jenna Bouchon?
God. She down.
Parker Cassidy? He's gone.
Got a lot of people on today.
They didn't realize it.
Most people have mono.
Yeah.
There's a lot going around right now.
Mary Ewolf?
Just kissing and sharing food.
Grant Gillen? Lane Hickman? Josie McCrupp? How do you say that? Rockaway, that's right. Dakota McGabb? He's gone.
Is he alive? I don't know, honestly.
I'll check on him later.
Kittner
Just text him when
McVeigh?
you did, bro.
Briar Schliff? Caleb Smith? He's gone.
You guys said it like he died. He's coming.
Mackenzie Sperry. Ashlyn Valero. Christian Williams.
Everyone go ahead and pass your grammar sheets and your vocab sheets to the next please.
I'm big dog. I forgot.
There's all these.
I have a question.
Yes.
Does the straw have one or two nipples?
It's one river.
I don't know, I would say either, it's kind of just an open cylinder.
Wouldn't it technically be vacuum? No, technically it isn't.
Wait, they have a
You've
word.
got a lot in your mouth.
We have a word
Oh,
down.
that's nice.
Well, I'm gonna come tell it, don't fully leave this out.
That's great.
But he gave you the first letter and the last letter of the word, so.
So nice.
His words are cool.
Do your best, go ahead and bring it back up to me when you're done.
I hold on. God bless your soul.
The journal for this week, excuse me, for today. Today, this is National Library Week. How important do you think libraries are and why?
Miss Hanson, do you know if we have any grades in the grade book?
I don't have any access to the grade book, so I can't tell you.
Okay.
The school librarian here is out. School librarian here is out. The students are saying that she's in nursing home because of the.
Oh, I don't.
She's been out for like weeks now. This happened last year too. Like she was out most of my freshman year as well.
We don't even have one at the junior high.
The office lady.
They don't let you, only one person's allowed in the library at a time, and you can't be two.
Really?
Yeah, and the library used to be like the favorite place to go, but then they kind of ruined it.
Oh, yeah, in 6th grade,
Yeah.
we would go down there and play chess.
6th grade, it was so much fun.
They had TVs and
Yeah, but then they gave people detentions, 2 people is in there. Which is dumb, 'cause it's like a school library.
It was the thing that everybody went during.
It was at night or weekend of the
This
school
Raleigh was
Monday was
library in
at
there and had some.
Yeah, Mrs. Raleigh was.
Great, great. Great, lovely. Loved her. She was a great lady. I wish this library was open because I don't have to check out pets and everything. Yeah.
10 seconds, go ahead and finish up the clock. Okay, we have 2 vocab words today.
Oh, yeah.
Disingenuous, which means not sincere or candid.
What does candid mean?
Maybe that should be a real word.
Should be a word. Not sincere or candid. I think there's many multiple versions of the meanings of the word candid. She could have a candid photo. Or honest.
More sincere.
The second word is reproach. It's a verb to address someone in a way that shows disapproval or disappointment. The dictionary says candid means saying openly what one really thinks, frank or sincere, outspoken. We have double negatives today for our grammar sheets. Can't get no stamps back.
I have an interesting fact. Okay, back in the olden days, double negatives were used to like prove a point like in extreme, because like when you used two negatives, it meant like you were actually really against something.
The English language definitely evolved to where it doesn't sound as intelligent, and they want you to go ahead and speak differently than that now. Double negatives cancel each other out. I can get no respect from her. You would go ahead and rewrite that as I can get respect from her.
You don't need no education.
Just use one negative and be aware of how it could read differently depending on context. We didn't have no disappointments. Could mean we didn't have disappointments or we had no disappointments. You could rewrite it 2 different ways. But they're supposed to rewrite them negative. They're just gonna rewrite them to eliminate the double negative.
So it's communicating to the negative.
Well, that's just how the people talking, not the people talking.
Well, no, that's how you write properly or something.
What it is.
Do we have any questions for the double negatives?
Can you just get rid of both negatives
I get no.
instead of just
respect from her.
having one? Like for the first story, I just put,
So for the first one, Linda can't have no friends over
I
tonight.
just said Linda can't have any friends over tonight.
I think that's fine.
Okay.
You need to correct it so that there's not two negatives. Otherwise, you can correct it. And like again here, double negatives can cancel each other out. So you could do Linda
Wait, what's,
could have friends over tonight.
wait, but like, why is Linda can't have a negative?
Why is what?
Can't is a negative.
Can't is a negative and no is a negative.
Why is can't
Can't is
negative?
cannot.
So you're saying no twice.
And not.
That doesn't make sense, but okay.
So you have to correct the sentence because that's not making sense.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Why can't we just put, I can't give any respect?
It's still a negative.
Or that one.
So today, we are going to do an in-class essay. It's due at 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
So I did go ahead and make printouts of the topic, everything that's basically up here. I made a printout of it in case you don't get it done in class. And I'll just give everyone one of these. And if you need to finish it on study hall or if you need to come in and grab a Chromebook. So we read from page 899 to 909 today. So in this section, we encounter Cyclops. He ends up, Odysseus ends up on the island of the Cyclops, which,
And it's a crazy escape.
yes, so when he's on the island with the Cyclops is when, his men start to be eaten. It says on the, I believe on the first page of 899, Cyclops is actually a child of Poseidon, who we talked about on Friday, that Poseidon
Yeah.
does not like Odysseus.
And it's not, and it doesn't keep. So, I don't want to get ahead of myself.
Okay. Okay, so for today, go ahead and make sure that you include all of the stuff that's in red for your one paragraph essay. It needs to be at least half a page. Go ahead, well, when you turn it in, it'll go ahead and be dropped in on the Dropbox.
Are we allowed to use our notes?
Yes, because you have to provide at least 2 examples of contextual evidence and you need to cite it. So for an example of something that you're going to cite, let's say it's on page 899. So you'll do the page number and do a comma, and then do the line number of the line from the poem that you're referring back to. I don't know if that's even contextually right, but it's going to be something like that. So you're going to provide an introduction with the thesis statement. If you find that until you know what you're going to talk about, write your thesis statement maybe last or go back and revise it. Yes? Yeah, that's fine. You need to include a discussion of how you feel Odysseus came to the island, whether or not he came there by chance or he was meant to, and why. And then you need to discuss Odysseus's strengths and his weaknesses or flaws that he displays during this scene. And then go ahead and write up a conclusion for it. For each of these, though, we need at least 2 examples. These 2 need to be supported with contextual evidence. This one is more of a discussion of what you believe. So we're going to take the remainder of the class time today to work on this so you guys can get as much done as you can. Just go ahead and come up and grab a Chromebook. If anything, I know you can borrow mine, so.
folder direction?
I can run my library and like get it from there.
How many people are missing a book? I don't know if I have any extras in here.
Yeah, they're in the bottom.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Thank you. I can do that.
What if we don't get this by history by 3 o'clock?
I'm not quite sure what he was gonna do for late grade reductions. It's worth 25 points, and we just started the quarter, so it's a pretty good total point for the grade book right away. So 25 points.
Yeah, but like that would go in our first grade the test.
I don't know for sure what you have in there.
Because I know that whatever your first grade is, like if it's a 90% on like that quiz, it's a 90% in the class.
You're getting graded on your thoroughness of explanations, making sure that you cite the page number and the line number, and then your spelling, grammar, and punctuation. So about how many sentences would this essay be? It's only a long paragraph, half the page, so 7, 8. I would say it's probably going to be closer to 15, to be able to provide at least 2 examples. Yeah. Does anyone have any questions on how it's going to be doing on the Google Dropbox though? And then I'll be quiet and let you guys work. Okay. Just going to be doing your Dropbox for Mr. Hill's class. The in-class lesson.
Oh,
Okay, it's like the 4-H-19 this thing. It's this thing, isn't it? Because it says
Yes.
due today.
On the messages.
how much is this now? This is probably gonna get, because I have other classes, so like, other stuff.
Go ahead and knock it out now.
Yeah. Right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be in the Dropbox under your classroom today, that's marked with today's date.
Let's make sure that we source it. Is this cover space?
He didn't really give any formatting tips, so if you would prefer double space, make it double space.
It's not a big deal, it's easier to make it.
It's probably supposed to be like the normal single space.
Okay.
But just remember it's a lot on content too.
What do you do?
Just the greetings on content too. You will have absolutely no trouble getting the page minimum when you put everything in the right
It's already getting kind of long. I've only on like the second paragraph.
This is really hard to drive through. That's where I'm studying. I'm actually able to do
Just throw away your compost.
or my egg out. Hey, can I have like what do you want me to do with it? I have a book.
If you borrowed a book, go ahead and hand it to me and I will put it back in the cabinet.